Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have the
boyfriend. Hi, name is James.
He's very awkward on camera, so please excuse him. We've literally tried to do this intro like 20 times. Today we decided to do a tag, and we're gonna do the interracial tag because we thought we would be a perfect fit for it for obvious reasons. So let's get first question asks, what are your backgrounds?
So my ethnic background is Filipino. I was born and raised here in America, so my parents are both Filipino. Both come from two different islands in the Philippines, but I was born here in California. California! Oh, sorry.
And I was born here, but my mom and my dad are both from Guatemala. My dad is from Estanzuela and my mom's from Tecluta. Second question asks, where were you born and where did you grow up? So I was born here in California. I was born in Orange. We lived there for a while and then we moved to Anaheim, and then we've been living there since until I had Bella, and then we decided to move out and now we live in Corona. Third question, what languages do you speak and or understand?
Okay, so as far as I know, I understand Spanish fairly well. I do watch a lot of Dora. I'm just kidding. But no, I kind of do understand Spanish in a way. It's very similar to my dialect back home in the Philippines. I speak a dialect called Visaya, and it's different from the mainland. A lot of you that know Filipinos may know it as Tagalog, and I don't really speak or understand that language much, but that's another one too. But I mainly speak fluently English, Visayan, broken Spanish, and
he only knows the bad words in Spanish, basically. I'm kidding.
Mostly.
And then as for me, I am fluent in English and Spanish, so I'm boring. I only know two. Fourth question. Man, these don't have numbers. I have to count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it difficult dating someone who speaks another language?
Yes.
Didn't even let me.
I'm sorry.
I guess it is. I mean, I think it's only hard. Well, we both speak English, so it's not hard for us, but I think it's hard when we go to like family gatherings because his family, besides his cousins, they speak Filipino. And then when we go to my gatherings, my family is always speaking Spanish. So I guess that's the hard part, but as for him and me,
it's very hard. She gets very angry and starts yelling at me in Spanish.
Besides that, but as for him and me, it's easy. It's not hard. Is this the first time dating out of your race?
Well, I mean, there was a few other women in my life.
Lies!
I've been exploited. No, Gabby is my first girlfriend and only girlfriend, so.
I'm his first love.
I mean,
and only
there
love.
was food, but.
As for me, I'm gonna make myself sound like a whore because I'm your first girlfriend. But as for me, yes, I have. I've dated. I mean, I've dated, not really. Like, he's like my first official boyfriend that I took to my parents and everything. But I have dated, and I've dated outside of my culture. Like, I've dated white, I've dated African. I think that's it. Yeah, that's all I've dated. But he is the first Filipino that I've actually even talked to. I've never known anybody Filipino.
She was allergic to Filipino people before me.
No, he's the only Filipino, and actually now that I know him, like, I know a bunch of Filipino people because of him. Like, his cousins are Filipino, his friends, some of his friends where he used to go to school are Filipino, so yeah.
Who?
the people I used to go to school with, like the Catholic church.
Oh, yeah, my elementary classmates.
And then next question, how do you identify religiously?
Well, I am Roman Catholic, and I was born and raised in that background. And I studied Catholicism for 12 years.
Yeah, as for me, I consider myself Catholic too, but in my household, religious wasn't really a practice thing, you can say. My parents never really taught us about religion. But I am Catholic, I do know that. Next question.
They won't like go over phone, but you know it's cool.
How was your religious upbringing affected your relationship in any way? Oh, has your religious upbringing affected your relationship in any way? No, because we're both Catholic. So
I mean, maybe the fact that she doesn't practice religion as much as I did, but like after high school, I kind of like drifted away from everyday practice to every Sunday practice to occasional practice, but I do still practice some of my beliefs in a way.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, like he said, he used to go to Catholic school. I really don't practice anything. All I know is I'm Catholic. But it has never affected. I mean, I know his family is very religious and my family isn't. But it's never really caused like an issue in our relationship.
How did your family feel about your choice in partner? Well, my family hated her. I'm just kidding. No, my family loves her. And between my family, they don't really mind that I dated outside of my culture, I guess you would say. Because, yeah, they're not really specific on, oh, you have to marry this Filipino lady, or you have to marry this, oh yeah, I mean, I'm only Filipino, so that's all it works.
Yeah, at first, like I said before, he's the first guy that I ever take to my mom and my dad. So I think this just runs in the Hispanic world, but we're used to sticking with our own race.
I mean, if you think about it, Filipinos are like the Hispanics of Asia.
That's true. But I don't know, like my parents were expecting for me to take like another Hispanic person. So they were a little shocked.
You've seen this chinky-eyed guy coming to
yeah.
the
The first time they saw him, we actually went to the beach. Probably that wasn't the best moment to introduce him to my parents.
Oh, so
but they were a little bit surprised because I didn't tell them that he was Filipino. I didn't tell them nothing about him actually. I only told them his name.
They all spoke to me in Spanish, and I sat there and stared at all of them like, I'm so sorry. It's such
yeah, and I mean, my parents, they know a little bit of English, so it's kind of hard for them to communicate with him, but they were shocked in the beginning that he wasn't Hispanic because I'm actually the first person in our entire family, like I mean entire, both on my mom's and my dad's side, I am the first one ever to date out of our culture, so that's why they were shocked. But it's not like they hate him or anything, they actually really like him. And I mean, they have to like him, he's my baby daddy. Do you worry that your kids will be bullied?
Oh.
I don't know if he has, we've never talked about it and I've never thought about it either.
Yeah, about that. No, I hope she doesn't get bullied for being Filipino or quiet.
I mean, I don't worry just because we're in 2017 and there's a lot of mixed babies out there and there's a lot of interracial.
I don't know, I don't really know how I feel about this question because bullying is everywhere. It's kind of hard to say.
I mean,
in the future.
Hopefully she never gets bullied, but if she does, I don't think it's gonna be because of her ethnicity. I don't think. I mean, how does someone know, oh, you're Filipino and Guatemalan? Like, how does someone know that? Unless she says it. And honestly, Bella, she looks Asian, to be honest. So, I don't see how she will be bullied. So no, our answer is no. Do people stare at you when you go on dates? I think they just stare at us because we're like silly and doofy. So I think
I'm professional.
No, lies. I think that's why they stare at us, because we're always doing like dumb things. Like we're so goofy, and then we make fun of people, or like
each other,
or make fun of each other. So it kind of looked like you had titties. So I think that's why people stare at us. But honestly, sometimes I feel like Hispanic people are staring at me, just because they're probably like, oh, what is she doing with that chino? Or like I feel like people do stare at us when we go to his like only Filipino gatherings.
They're like,
and I'm
oh my god, why is James with that beautiful woman?
What's your favorite dish from your country?
Oh man.
He has a lot.
I have a lot, so it's kind of hard to decide.
You have to pick one. I'm thinking about one. Or do you want me to say mine first? Because I know mine.
Say yours first.
Okay, mine is a churrasco or chicharrones con yuca. I didn't like yuca until like
Can you take your time?
I didn't like yuca until right now that I went to Guatemala. Oh my god, it is so bomb. And with chicharrones and salsa, delicious. Delicious. And then churrascos, they're like the flour tortillas. It's the thick one with carne asada, and then it has like repollo and salsa. So bomb. Delicious. I can't even mention my favorite dishes from his country, but let him go first.
Now you're just showing off. I don't know. It's really hard to decide because
he has a lot. There's a lot of dishes in the Filipino world.
It's like Disneyland for Filipinos.
Mm-hmm.
No, I mean,
like, what's one that you crave?
There's nothing that I crave from the Philippines other than mangoes.
Can I say mine that are favorite from Philippines?
I don't know. I guess I have to say either something with shrimp or the barbecue sticks, or I don't know, the lechon. I don't know. Piggy. I think it's a big roasted pig.
My favorite Filipino dish is pancit and lumpia. In the sweet and sour sauce. With lumpia. Well, that's probably not Filipino.
Sours.
Yeah, but lumpia is Filipino, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, I love lumpia with sweet and sour sauce. And if anybody can tell me where I can find lumpia in Corona or Riverside, please.
There's this spot down the street.
Oh, no. I saw the Yelp reviews. Gross. Anyways, next question. What's your favorite dish from your partner's country? Oh no, I answered that question already.
Yeah, for being so smart. Okay, well since she answered hers already.
It's your turn to pick from mine.
I guess carne asada, the way they do it, I don't know.
But carne asada is not Guatemalan.
But that's the thing though, like I don't know, it's Guatemalan. The only thing that we've tried together was churrascos, right?
No, because I've only had churrascos in Guatemala.
That one thing that we made. Remember the thing we made at your mom's house on someone's birthday and you were like, oh, let's have this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's like a churrasco, but they don't have the thick flour tortilla here.
What is it called?
So it's, yeah, basically you can say it's a churrasco.
It's a ghetto churrasco.
Man, I need to stop talking so much. I keep answering these questions ahead of time.
Okay, my turn.
It's the last question.
What is one thing that you have learned from dating outside your own race? That you learn different perspectives. Like there's different perspectives that you learn.
I have to agree with him. It does, just because a certain culture has certain beliefs and they were raised a certain way, and then he was raised a completely different way than I was. So right now that we have a baby and we're trying to raise our baby with two different beliefs, it's very hard to come to just one agreement. So either he has to settle for less or I have to settle for less. Most of the time he's the one that has to settle for less. But it's hard. I mean, it's a work in progress because it's hard for me to agree with his opinions because I wasn't raised that way. I was taught something else, vice versa for him. So I think that's the only thing that we've learned. It's crazy how different cultures have totally a different belief system than one another.
Yeah, it's honestly a matter of understanding it.
Yeah.
If you understand and want to give that other person an opportunity to speak their mind, tell you about how it should be, and if you understand, it's like a matter of just agreeing with what your partner has to say.
Yeah.
Based on experience.
That was our interracial couple tag. I'm sorry if we're a little bit rusty. This is actually our first video together. So, and this is his first, like I said in the intro, this is his first time filming. So he's a little bit awkward. Not awkward, but he's a little bit shy. I mean, I was shy in the beginning too. So, I mean, because if you really think about it, it's kind of awkward talking to a camera, sitting on the ground in your living room.
Wow, way to give away
our filming setup. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye.
You're so weird.